How many people went to the holiday Christmas party? Everybody have a good time? Yeah. The team that put that together did an amazing, amazing job. And I wanted to share with you, this is all hands meeting light, and so I'm going to try to keep this short. We'll see how this goes. But I wanted to share with you some things that have happened since the holiday party and today. And some of those things were some things that I talked about in the closing of the holiday party. So first, I talked about Jill Page and Jill Page's passing. And Jill Page's funeral was on Saturday, and I had the opportunity to go to the funeral. And it was a very nice funeral. And nobody from Precoa had a part in the actual funeral itself. And so we were able to go and kind of observe. We did put together a video tribute that they showed afterwards that was really nice. But the actual funeral itself, we were just there to kind of remember Jill. And it was very, very interesting to me, and it caused me to spend a great deal of time reflecting on Jill and on Precoa as a company, because there were 4 individuals who spoke at Jill's funeral, and all 4 of those individuals talked a little bit about Precoa. At one point, one of the individuals asked how many people at the funeral were from kind of which groups of her life. And Precoa represented about 50% of all of the people that were at the funeral. And I got to tell you, that really warmed my heart. I talked to a couple people after the funeral who were members of her religious congregation who said, I think you need to know something. Jill talked about Precoa all the time. I don't think any of us that know Jill find that surprising. But to have somebody outside of Precoa, multiple people outside of Precoa, to come up and say, your company is amazing, and the people at your company made Jill's life. You guys impacted her in a very, very meaningful way. And it doesn't happen without all of you. And that message was not just given by 1 or 2 people. All 4 people that stood up and gave remarks at her funeral commented about Precoa and her work environment and how much Jill loved what it was that she was doing, but more importantly, loved the people that she worked with. So I share that with you so that you understand and that you know that the relationships that you build here at Precoa with one another are very, very meaningful. Really, really impactful and very, very meaningful. They meant a great deal to Jill. I want you to know how much that those relationships and your genuine kindness, love, care, and concern meant to her and means to me. So kudos to all of you for creating a company and a work environment that was meaningful to her, and I hope it's very, very meaningful to each of you. So congratulations. The second thing, which is really interesting, I had a great time at the holiday party. I thought it was a huge success. I thought that we all enjoyed each other's company. And as I was getting ready to leave, I was probably one of the last 8 or 9 people to leave. I had an individual come up to me, and he said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" I wasn't sure who he was. And he pulled me aside and he started the conversation like this, so this video can't go anywhere. He said, "If I got caught talking to you right now, there's a good chance that I would get fired." He was one of the servers at the holiday party. And he said, "We have a lot of parties here." He said, "I don't know what it is that your company really does." He said, "But I want you to know that I felt something here tonight that I have never felt in any of the things that we've done here at the Sentinel Hotel. He said, whatever it is you do, I think I really want to be a part of your company. What's that? Bring them in. Well, it's funny that you say that, Chad. So we exchanged information. I gave him my contact information, and as I was laying in bed late at night, I think it was past midnight, I got a text from him. And I don't know what will come of that, if anything at all. But what it reiterated to me once again was what an amazing group of people you are. He said the way that your employees interact with one another, how their guests interact with one another, how everybody truly comes across as loving, kind, caring. It is the definition of a work family, or maybe even something bigger than that. And so that was the second thing that I wanted to share with you is, once again, how amazing each of you are to be able to have a party like that, and for an outsider not knowing anything about us can somehow watch what happened in that 2 hours and feel like, man, all of your people are amazing, and I really want to be a part of it. So kudos to each of you for that. The third thing that I mentioned is right now I'm having the opportunity to call a lot of our $1 million producers. Since the holiday party and yesterday I actually called 27 $1 million producers. Some of them I left messages for, and some of them I had the opportunity to talk to. Quite a few of them I actually got to talk to. And without a doubt, one of the things that they always ask me to do is to say thank you to each one of you. Because it cannot be done without all of the hard work and effort that each of you put in to making them the best counselors that they can be. By you guys each being the best you are at each of your individual jobs and assignments, we're able to change an industry, to affect people in a very positive way who are the families that these counselors are meeting with. And when I call them and I congratulate them on $1 million worth of production, that's just a number, but every one of those numbers is associated with a family. And each one of those families matter. And because of everything that you guys are doing, our counselors are able to sit down and impact their lives in a very, very meaningful way. And all of those people that I talked to yesterday wanted me to tell you thank you from the bottom of their heart for everything that you guys do to help them be as successful as they are. I personally want you to know how much we love and appreciate you. You guys really are amazing. And we hope that you have a fantastic holiday season.